Hey everybody, Dara here. Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be showing you guys how I pre-poo my hair. So I'm starting off by wetting my hair because it was super tangled and super shrunken. And after I put enough water to dampen it, I am going to section it into 4 equal parts. I've been sectioning my hair and washing it in 4 parts since I started transitioning. It really helps with keeping my hair from getting tangled, and I find that I'm better able to manage it when it's in the 4 sections. I'm just doing a quick length check. There you go. Put that clip up in there. Yep, fix that side. Okay, girl, you got this. Now, before I started transitioning, I didn't know what pre-pooing was, but it's really, really helpful. Basically, all you're doing is pre-moisturizing the hair so that when you do apply your shampoo, it doesn't completely strip the hair of all its moisture. So I'm just taking the oil and I'm gonna do a tiny section and clip up, half. Take down this tiny section, wet it a little more, and I'm just gently detangling my hair so that once I do apply the oil, it will get on every strand. And so I'm gonna start from the ends. Pay special attention to your ends, always, always. And I'm just gonna smooth it from ends to roots and gently detangle my hair as I go up. Once it's detangled enough and the hair feels like it has enough oil on it, I'm going to twist that section up and move on to the next part. Yeah, I needed to put a towel on because my clothes were getting wet and I was definitely not feeling that. So again, I'm going to just take another small section, and depending on how thick your hair is and how tight your curls are, you might be able to do this in 4 sections, but I find that I have to make subsections from the 4 sections just to make sure each strand is coated. And again, I am putting it on my ends first and working my way up, and also putting some oil on my scalp because the scalp needs oil as well. And I'm just detangling from the bottom, working my way up, adding a little bit more oil, and I'm going to detangle my hair a little bit more and then twist that up and move on to the next section. Now, a little bit about my hair journey. At this moment, I am 4 months into being completely natural. I did my big chop in February of 2018 and it's now June. So this is 4 months of me working with my natural hair. And I gotta be honest with you guys, it's definitely been a learning process. My hair texture is obviously way different. It's much thicker, it's way more coarse, it's way more dense, and it tangles more, which is why I pre-poo with twists in my hair. I'm actually going to wash my hair with the twist in, and then I will take the twist out, apply conditioner, and put the twist back in my hair. I will be doing another video on how I apply my deep conditioner, so stay tuned for that video. As you guys can see, part of my pre-pooing process is actually detangling my hair. Like I said earlier, I was wearing it completely shrunken, and so right now I have a bunch of tangles. So I'm just applying the oil to my ends, like I said, and just very, very gently detangling my hair. Applying oil to your ends is probably the most beneficial because the ends are the parts that are your oldest, right? That's the oldest part of your hair. And that's the part that gets the most beating. That's the part that dries out the fastest. So you want to make sure that when you're applying your oil, you pay special attention to your ends because that's the part of the hair that needs the most love. By the way, I'm applying olive oil to my hair, but you can really use any type of oil that you want to pre-poo. I know a lot of people use coconut oil, and when I don't have olive oil, I do use coconut oil, and sometimes I have a oil mixture, and that's really the best. And in my mixture, I put olive oil, coconut oil, almond oil, carrot oil, tea tree oil, jojoba oil, and Jamaican black castor oil, which is so good. And really any type of oil that you can think of, you're just gonna mix it together and you're going to put them in your hair all at the same time. Each oil does something different, so it's best if you guys can make an oil mixture. But like I said, here, sorry guys, I needed to change the song. I don't know what was playing, but I was not feeling it. And I just couldn't move on with my life until I changed the song. But like I was saying, you guys can use any oil that your hair likes. And I do encourage you to experiment with different oils because everyone's hair reacts to oil differently. And so my hair, I find it absolutely loves almond oil and it absolutely loves warm coconut oil. Regular coconut oil kind of just sits on the strands, but when I warm it up, it really, really softens my hair and it makes the detangling process so much easier. As you guys can see, I am applying water to my hair to soften it up and to loosen the curls. And for my hair porosity, which is low, I find that warm water does the best job at opening up the cuticles. If you really, really, really want to get the oil into your strands, really saturate the strands, I suggest using warm water in order to open up the cuticles. Now, a trick is when you go to wash out your deep conditioner or your regular conditioner, rinse it out with cold water. Cold water is going to close the cuticle and that is going to help retain a lot of the moisture that is put in by your conditioner. So I was using a bottle with a pump, but the pump kept getting clogged and I was getting annoyed with how little oil was coming out. So I just decided to take the top off and just pour it into my hands. But I would say when you're applying oil, you should try to use something that can control the amount of oil that goes into your hands, or else it will go everywhere. And here we are finally at the last section. So, to reiterate everything I've been saying, you're going to wet the hair a little with warm water if you have low porosity hair. And you're going to stretch the hair, pull it all the way down, and start from the ends. Apply the oil to your ends and work your way up to your roots. And also make sure that you get some oil on your scalp and rub it on through. I hear that massaging the scalp is really beneficial in blood flow. And once you get the blood flowing, your hair really starts to grow. So as you're pre-pooing and really doing your whole wash routine, I would say to massage your scalp as much as you can. There are some scalp massagers that you can buy. I don't own any at the moment. I'm not sure if I will, but I've definitely seen a lot of YouTubers use the scalp massager and they really swear by them. So if you want to make the investment and if you really trying to get them inches, I say to use a scalp massager, but good old fingers always works for me. Here we are finally to the last section. And so I would say that this whole process took me about 30 minutes. And it may take you longer if your hair is longer or thicker. And it may take you less time if your hair is shorter and not as thick. So after I apply the oil to this last section, I'm going to go back and apply oil to my edges and to my back because those parts dry out as well. And then I'm going to apply oil to each part that I made just so that I can assure that my scalp has gotten oil as well. I'm going to do one more quick squeeze of the twist to make sure that all the oil is in. And I didn't show it here, but I will apply a plastic cap, and you can leave the cap on for 30 minutes or you can sleep with it overnight. I want to thank you guys for watching my video, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. Leave me a comment below and let me know what type of oil you use for your Pree-Poo. Thanks again for watching. See you guys soon.